All right, I hope this is working. Hi, my name is Mariana, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of things on RecTrack, IM and how to navigate the Google Drive. And I'm hoping this will be really beneficial for office training. So let's get started. So right now, I currently have open the CREC Sports Google Drive. There's a ton of stuff, tons of information. For our purposes today, we're going to be focused on the office staff folder located right here. I'm going to double click and open that. There's a lot of documents in here, but we're going to focus right here over here on the office handbook. Now, this office handbook, it has pretty much all you need to know for intramural and club sports, the bare necessities. There are a couple of things that I could have added and kind of elaborated on, but for the most part, this will get you through your office shift. The first page is a table of contents. The numbers are a little off, so be kind. I'm mainly going to focus on how to apply a pass to IM from RecTrack. We're not going to focus on a forfeit fee. We are going to worry about how to add people onto the rosters and the teams around, things like that. We're definitely going to go over how to print score sheets. And yeah, just a couple of things that come up on the way. So to get started, we'll scroll down. We'll look at some sports office responsibilities. This will be inside of the D2L page, and you'll fill it out through there. The way we do it is you leave your initials for that shift, and then you know who completed things for that shift. So there is a short way of applying passes, but we're going to do the long way. So it's going to be the same report, or sorry, the same result every time. We're going to open up this RecTrack document. This is the one for 22-23. There'll be a new one created for whatever semester you're using this. You can see here, it's pretty filled. Last year we applied 323 passes, so that is a ton. Oh, and that was just in the spring. Wow. Okay. So what we're going to do is go to RecTrack, and it should be saved on the laptop. I'm doing this from home, but the laptop in the office, the monitors. You go to RecTrack. Here's the password. If the password's not there for some reason, it's also linked somewhere in this document. Yeah, right over here. So just so you have that for reference. We're going to sign in. Sometimes it takes a while. We're going to log in without local resources. And here's the first opening page. Global sales. This is where you can find people's purchase history, their check-in history, as well as where you apply forfeits. The super grid is where we see all the reservations inside the rec. So people who are reservating the pool deck or NCR or Packer or Sinfield, Rincon, things like that. And then we have all reports, which is where we're going to find a report of all people who have bought passes. So we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and we're looking for POS. Let's see if I can do this right. We're looking for POS service item sales, this one right here. And we're looking for IM service item report. Double click there. Say continue. Now it's just gonna look a little funny because we are starting season E with this faculty softball, which is right here. For season A, which is the exact same thing, what it would show is a semester pass for A and B, and a season pass for A or B, and the same thing for season C and D. The most important to note here is that you want to look at the original dates, and it'll pull up this little calendar. If you are trying to check passes from the beginning of registration, this is really neat. So you can go all the way back February. We're just going to run passes from today. This one you'll do every time you get into the office. If it is the beginning of a season and we're in registration week, so like, you know, before the league starts, you want to run passes pretty much every day, at least 3 or 4 times a shift. So you'll buy them pretty frequently, and the faster people buy, their pass and we apply their pass, then the sooner they can join the teams. So we said for, oh, actually, we're gonna apply it. Today's on the 3rd. It's definitely the 30th. So we're gonna hit process. Now, this is a really important screen. So we're going to be emailing a copy of the report to CRExport. It's also going to download files to my computer. But if I delete it or I can't find it for some reason, it's always going to be sent to the email. So make sure that this email is entered. And then, excuse me, we also want it as an Excel sheet. So that's really important to mark it there. All those are marked. So let's go ahead and say continue. Close this up. Now we wait. So I'm going to open up the Outlook. I have access to the Outlook email through my personal one. If you're a new office staff, you'll need to get access, and the coordinators can do that for you. But I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna open up CRExport dash sports there. We'll say open. And now we'll be waiting for that report to be generated through the email and onto my computer. There was a report ran yesterday morning. This is how you do it the shorthand way. I don't prefer to do it this way because it misses a lot of the passes that were run, let's say even an hour after 6 o'clock, so 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you're missing those. So if you're an office staff and you're getting to the office around 9, you've missed about, 2 hours, 3 hours of reports, possibly. So I don't want to take that risk, but hey, to each their own. Okay, so now we look at the bottom here that the Excel sheet has been downloaded. It's always going to download quicker than it is emailed, just an FYI. And we're going to open this up. And we can see that no passes were blocked, okay? Now, for example, if we had a pass that was blocked, we can go ahead and look at previous days and just see for our learning purposes here. Hopefully, so I can teach you guys something. It's not looking too good. Okay. We're just going to go back and look at a old report so I can teach you guys something. RecTrack. Let's go all the way down. Yeah, this is gotta have something. All right, perfect. So we can pretend like I just generated this report. We can expand all these files. And what it will do is it'll show you the name of the people who bought the pass, their email, their phone number, and a whole bunch of other good information. This is really great because sometimes you'll have people on the phone and I bought a pass at 9:30, and they'll immediately call because they're not able to join the online links because the two websites are not connected. RecTrack is a University of Arizona website, whereas IronLinks is a whole other separate website created by some guys, so they don't speak to each other. But that's our job, to speak to each other for them. I'm gonna go ahead and download this if I can. Sorry for the delay. I need access. Oh my goodness. They just are not happy. All right, well, doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. So now that I have these entries, I'm expanding each of the columns by double clicking on the divider. I can copy all of these rows. I'm going to hit Control C. I'm going to go back to the original document that I showed you. Scroll all the way down. And I'm going to say Control V to paste. And so now we completed the first step of this 3-step process of applying passes. So as you can see, each of the columns has a specific, set of information. So this is season A1. So it's the type of pass, how it looks in the RecTrack, the name of it, the name of the person who bought the pass, the date they bought it, their email, how much they paid, and initially. I'm going to be initialing these fake entries today, to show that I'm the person who applied their pass from start to finish. This is a really important step because if I don't know who applied it and I don't mark it green, yellow, red to note the status of the pass application, it can get really confusing, especially when there's lots of people in the office that week. So I'm going to bring this back to the spring one, go all the way down. There is no right or wrong way to do this. We're just sorting the information into the correct category. So we don't need their phone number, so we can go ahead and delete that. And we don't need the time or the number of the receipt. We do need the date, so we are going to copy and paste that. Control X to cut. Control V again. Just Control X and Control V and Control X and Control V. And then these are all season D, so we're going to say season D. Instrumental pass, perfect. So when I save some time, I can drag this down. Perfect. Now it's very important that when you're dragging the dates, you do not drag it so that it carries on chronologically. So see, they thought that I meant 13, 14, 15, 16. But we're smarter than Excel, right? So I'm just gonna go back. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this down, but I'm gonna say Control D. And what that does is makes it so it's the exact same date. Just a quick little handy note. So now that this is all filled in, I'm going to put in prices. These are all just for a season, so just $16. And I'm going to initial right now because I know I'm going to finish. And so now what we're going to do is go into IMLeads. This is the second part of this whole entire. So it's really long. So quick comparison against the office, and yeah, you'll know it's back here. It's so funny. I opened up this thing, so it already loaded and it's taking forever. That's okay. We're gonna be patient. Log in. You can have everything closed. I'm going to sign in with my cat mail. I'm gonna log in. All right. So now we're going to go to sports. And here we have my admin dash. We're going to go to payments management. And it is. We're going to click on pay packages. We're going to scroll down. And season E, as I said before, faculty and staff softball. But here it would say season A, season B, season D, and so on and so forth. It would say esports passes here, but I can still show you the process all the same. So since that these are all season B passes, it's really important to make sure that the package we're applying it to is the same one. So if you have a couple of season C Season D and semester passes, you want to make sure you're just applying the person to the right thing. So they can. So you click on the and you're going to add by their email. And if that doesn't work, you can also do their name. Now, there is something that's tricky, is that when the university combines Arizona.edu from email.arizona.edu, people now have IM Leagues accounts in 2 different emails. If you see that, just apply it to the email that they bought the pass with. Eventually, the new freshman will only have this email, and everyone who's old like me will be weeded out. So what I've done is copy her email. I'm going to Control V to paste. There she is, and I'm going to say add member. She's not currently on a team, but if she was on a team, I would just say add or apply package to that team. I'm going to add member. Okay, so it came up as red. Not sure why. And also the number didn't go up by 1. Let's try it again. Okay, so now it's green. The number still hasn't gone up by 1. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, her pass has been applied. Now that she's been applied, I can go ahead and do the rest of the people on this list. I would mark them and highlight them green. Nice looking neon green. And I would move on to step 3. Step 3 is very light and easy. I'm going to go back to the Office Handbook. Scroll down to that part 3. Send a follow-up email using the email template. Here it is. In this template, it's pretty much any general response you'll have to give while you're responding to emails. Someone's like, hey, how do I buy a pass? Here's a little email. You can copy all this. So in forfeits, this is the email you send. If someone emails the default the game, you respond with this and you change the information according to their personal sport and membership. This is the one that we're looking for. Hello, thank you for buying an intramural pass. Now, if I had tried to apply her pass when her name and her email did not show up, I would send her this email saying that thank you for buying your pass. Please create an IM account so we can apply your pass. And then you would send them someone to her and show them the process. Just like this. Probably yeah. But since she has a pass and she has an IM account, we can just copy this. Control C. Go back into the Outlook, send a new, or start a new email. 2, we're going to say Sierra Sports, but you don't have to. The subject is going to be intramural pass. Slide. Exclamation point. It's very important to have the subject so we can easily find if we send them. And you can say correct, or you can say your name, let's say Miami. And then I'm going to blind CC them because we don't want to give out anyone's email information. So go ahead and I would be able to copy all of theirs if I applied all of them. Paste that. And then I would hit send and everything would be good. I'd be all ready to go. And that would be the final step in how you apply a pass. If someone buys a pass and they need help, they might call you and you can talk through the steps of creating an IM account over the phone, or they can come to the office. I always offer that when I'm speaking to patrons. Let me delete this. Sometimes you might run a report and it looks super long and the passes are all bought by one person. If that happens, it's usually a fraternity or a club on campus. And this is what is called a bulk pass. If this happens, please just refer to your coordinators, your student coordinators on what to do, because they handle all bulk passes. And it's just a different process of what we just did then. All right, so this has been how to apply a pass in IM Leagues, and I hope this was helpful.